Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Testament of Sherlock Holmes. So we need to do this chess board, which I feel like I want to get all the corners first. I don't know if that's correct, but oh, right. Okay. Okay, if I go here, I go here, 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 here. Okay, yeah. There we go, we got it.
This last piece should be the good one. It will have to be pulled free. I need something.
Seriously? Okay, are we using the scalpel?
I need something.
No. What are we using? The rope?
I need...
The knife. 24th April, my love, what a beautiful spring, and what a marvelous day, our dear youngest child's birthday. Every moment is so precious as our child blossoms, and without a doubt, he will soon be talking. I am sure that his first words will be for you. He misses you so much, as do I. Are you sure you cannot get away on Sunday after Vespers? I thought that. 14th of September, my darling, I know that you think I am insistent, but we absolutely must legitimize our union. We cannot live in sin for all of our lives. 3rd of March, rest assured, my dear, that I understand your position is not easy, but have you thought about ours, the children's and mine? And I cannot allow our children's future to be compromised. Think about it, my love. What is a so-called scandal next to a well-being of your family? We must become husband and wife legally to form a real fam. And it stops there.
A packet of letters addressed to the Reverend. They were written by a woman who mentions his illegitimate children. Their affair isn't official. Perfect. I have you now, my wayward Reverend.
Okay, nothing else here.
Ah, Watson, you were gone a terribly long time, and Inspector Baines isn't with you.
I'm afraid not, Holmes. We were unable to find him.
Dr. Watson would not allow me to contact any inspector other than this Baines. What manners! I am a man of the church.
My dear Reverend, I notice that you are a chess lover. I trust you will excuse me, but I am never able to resist the appeal of a half-finished game.
You are an expert at chess. Very well then. What do you want now?
As you might have guessed, resolving your small chess problem has allowed me to discover some very interesting letters.
Letters? What do they say?
Reverend, why hide these letters here and run the risk of the bishop finding them?
Holmes, what's in the letters?
Not now, Watson.
Where else could I have hidden them? My own chambers are too austere. They could offer no cover. I knew, however, that His Excellency, may he rest in peace, would not notice my game.
The contents of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's chest interest me greatly. Give me the elements you hold, Reverend.
Out of the question.
Okay.
With the bishop no more, you are therefore the apostolic director of the diocese, are you not?
Well, yes, but only until someone else is appointed.
I am certain that the Honourable Bishop of York, whom I have the privilege of knowing well enough for him to listen to what I have to say, would recognise your qualities for the post.
If I receive new responsibilities, it will be through my faith and devotion, nothing else.
I am a gentleman, and it would distress me to be obliged to pass this correspondence across to your superiors.
Holmes, I know that the end justifies the means, but allow me to express some reservations about how you are proceeding.
You say you're a gentleman, but I hear nothing but the words of a blackmailer. The stems that you are looking for are scattered about this room. Manage by yourself.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? I was about to say, if this is locked again. All right. Open this door. Do we have everything? What are we doing? Whoa. Okay, again with the knight. Okay, we can't put them beside each other. Is it kind of like Sudoku or something where one can't be, they can't be in the same row? But then, all right, they can't be aligned with each other. Okay. How come that one completely takes out? Oh, we can't have them diagonal of each other either? All right. All right, the diagonal. Ah. But then that one moves as well. Okay, this one. No, no, no. I don't know why oh, because it's diagonal. Oh my god. Okay, so none of them can intersect, so... Somewhat like Sudoku. Oh, but then that interferes. Black, white, black, white. No, no, no. This is the only one that's missing.
Impossible to open it. Impossible to...
Okay, so there's...
Impossible.
a particular formation. Again, with this thing. Are we not complete with this area?
You have no right to search here.
What do you think, Holmes?
Okay. So... I think we got all the pieces that we need. It's just...
These traces reveal that the thieves tried to open this chest.
Okay, there's actually traces that I could look at. So what is the formation for this one?
Impossible.
Okay, what formation am I trying to do? That's the question. I'm gonna look this up. How can I open the chest? That's the only thing I need. Interesting. When it choose threat to get the Reverend to give you the little sticks you need to work the chess puzzle, or blackmail to hunt it down yourself. There are several different ways to figure out placements of the 7 pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am missing a peg. However, that's how I always prefer to start due to the fact that it minimizes the number of directions. So you have 7 small sticks that place on the 7x7 board to place a peg. Can't put pegs in one board, you need to place them so that no 2 pegs occupy the same row, column, or diagonal. Okay. So, either way, I'm missing a peg or 2.
A bottle of whiskey. This I cannot...
Okay, I can't search. I don't get a symbol to look around. Haven't checked his bedroom, I just realized. Ah.
You have won.
Evidently, as I always do. What are you able to tell us about the Bishop of Knightsbridge's last days? Did anyone come to visit him? Did he seem worried, anxious? Do not omit the smallest detail.
His nephew came to see him yesterday at His Excellency's request. I found this visit a little peculiar because the young man rarely visits his uncle.
Do you know why that might be? Were they on bad terms?
I don't think so. It's rather a consequence of his work. The young man is employed within the archive section of the Royal Library, which doesn't leave him with a lot of free time.
Do you know the reason for his summons?
No, but the conversation was very heated. It only lasted for a few minutes and ended with the nephew in a terrible rage.
Interesting.
I've answered your questions. Will you now let me contact the authorities?
I'm afraid not, Reverend. Not just yet. All right, now we can open the safe.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so... All right.
Now I can open the chest. Here we are. I am eager to discover what remarkable treasure could justify such an act of barbarity.
Extraordinary.
This chest is impenetrable. How is it possible? No one other than the bishop should be able to open it.
You open the chest with disconcerting ease, Holmes.
I've seen and heard quite enough. This time you won't stop me.
Catch him, Watson.
What the? But why?
Run, Watson. Hurry.
He's escaped. I hope that your motivations are founded, Holmes. I don't much like skirting around the edges of the law like this.
It is annoying. Let's leave without delay.
What have you found in the chest, Holmes? What in there is so precious for these men to commit such terrible acts?
The Reverend was telling the truth. Nothing important was locked inside the chest, apart from a few religious items which are hardly worth stealing.
So, we haven't made any headway. Perhaps the police will.
By the time the police arrive, we shall be a long way from here, Watson. We are leaving.
Oh, because you know that won't look suspicious at all.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Let us return to Baker Street as quickly as possible.
Okay. Baker Street it is.
We have crossed London at a breakneck speed. We could have knocked someone over, and naturally I had to pay the cabbie out of my own pocket.
Watson, stop complaining. We have to analyze the clues found at the bishop's house. I can analyze the chemical composition of a substance here.
Okay. Analyze the clues.
Tooth marks, rather deep ones. I'd say of incisors and a canine.
So you bit his captors?
Fragments of skin, a phalanx. This finger wasn't cut off, it was ripped off.
Ouch.
I can see something. I can see something.
Oh, there's a scalpel.
Black and damp earth under the nail. Interesting. I can see some. I can see tooth marks. I haven't finished my analysis.
Okay.
Bite marks on this severed finger. I am afraid of the significance.
The thieves didn't get what they wanted. When they were faced with the bishop's refusal to cooperate, one of the gang shook his finger at him to indicate that he was responsible for his unfortunate state.
And the poor man, whose head was the only part of him not bound by ropes, bit the finger violently enough to sever it. An uncommonly savage act.
Watson, I am certain that when we have explained the reasons behind this sudden bestiality, we will have revealed a larger part of the mystery.
All right.
This fragment of stone is very smooth, and it seems to be of a peculiar quality. I shall have to strip it with one of my products.
Acid?
I can see something. This stone is granite, covered in black paint.
Okay.
I have cut a small piece off the rope. That should be enough. This rope is only worn on one side. I can't do that.
Well, we have brush.
I can't. A lot of fragments of black stone are wedged into this rope. Their color seems unnatural, but they are too small for me to examine them. These small stones resemble the pieces found in the footprints at the bishop's house. Granite painted black. Black and damp earth. I must compare the samples of earth that I found. There is something written on this scalpel. I should clean it. I can't do that. I can see something. I can't do that.
No?
I can make out WCCH. What do the initials stand for? How many hospitals are there in the Whitechapel area, Watson?
If we count public dispensaries, enough to keep us busy for an entire month. Did this scalpel come from a hospital?
Yes, as the initials WCCH engraved upon it show us. We must think on how best to deal with this. We do not have the time to investigate every hospital in Whitechapel.
Okay.
I must compare the samples of earth that I found. And if I mix this earth with another substance... Now it must all be stirred.
The brush?
I can't do that.
You mean
I
by
can see something.
Stirred. With the scalpel?
The samples of earth taken from beneath the fingernail and from the ropes originate from the same place.
How do you know?
It took just a little water to analyze the consistency. The soil has retained its moisture, even though there hasn't been rain in London for over a week.
This soil could come from the bank of a river, or somewhere where the evaporation is slower. A mine, perhaps, or a trench.
The banks of the Thames are clay soil, unlike our samples, so we can rule that out. The nearest mines are 12 miles away, so I would rule that out also. I would therefore conclude your last theory to be nearer the mark.
A trench?
A pit. Watson, bring me your register of the London hospitals.
Studying the scalpel has given you an idea, then?
Indeed.
I'll get it.
Okay. Now we have to go fetch a map. Of the London hospitals. Oh, is this more? The Daily Report, the Marquis' fake necklace. At the moment of writing these lines, the famous Simone necklace belonging to the Marquis of Conyngham has still not been recovered. Our editorial staff remain reserved as to the role that the famous detective Sherlock Holmes has played in the affair. For this is not the first time that Mr. Holmes has compromised himself during the course of one of his so-called investigations. When recalling the second stain case, the affair is indeed strangely similar to the Marquis of Conynham's necklace misfortune. Indeed, Mr. Trelawney Hope, Secretary of State for European Affairs, had a document of extreme value in his safe box, which had been stolen for a few days early. Who, if not Sherlock Holmes, could have replaced the document in Mr. Hope's safe? What was the point of the trick? It was evident that Sherlock Holmes knew the identity of the person blackmailing the gentleman's wife, Lady Hilda Trelawney Hope, guilty of a love affair with another man. The sinister blackmailer, a certain Lucas, had a letter that revealed Lady Trelawney Hope's double life. He wanted the Secretary of State's wife to give him the precious document belonging to her husband. In exchange for the love letter, she obeyed him. But then Lucas was found murdered, and Mr. Holmes managed to find the compromising letter without any difficulty on the crime scene. after it had been meticulously searched by the police. Does that not strike you as strange? Mr. Holmes knew where the hiding place was, without any doubt. As to the motive for the murder, no need to ask who might profit from the crime, eradicate a cumbersome accomplice, and thus appear as a hero in the eyes of the authorities. Evidently, the transcription of the affair, undertaken by Mr. Holmes' friend, Dr. Watson, gives another explanation entirely. But is he truly objective? We may allow ourselves a little doubt on that score. Oh, Farley.
Read the paper, Holmes.
Okay. Did it say where this, Oh, wait.
Hospitals and dispensaries in London. I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
Okay. Hello? Walk, please. And run.
I have found...
Good.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Here is the section showing Whitechapel. I made several notations on these pages during our investigation into the Ripper, which might prove useful. All we need to do is to find a hospital or a public dispensary near a location where pits have been dug and black granite has been used.
It's simplicity itself. I haven't finished my analysis.
Okay.
I need... I haven't finished my analysis.
Okay, wait, I want to see... Is there anything...
No, it is unnecessary.
What is this, anyway? What's the other thing again?
No.
Oh, shoot. It's because I still have this. Oh, what about the broken flask? Is that not a thing?
I need something.
What do you need?
No.
Okay, whatever. Okay, the rope was only worn on one side. It has rotted. Okay, well, that wouldn't make sense. Okay, the damp earth brought in by the bishop of... So it was from a pit. Fragments of granite painted black. I can't remember what he said for that one. Not cave. Okay, not that. Tombstone factory. Why would a... Okay. The soil is from a pit. The rope is always used from one side. Fragment of granite painted black. Come from a building? I don't know about this one. Tombstone Factory. Let's just try to go the Tombstone Factory route. Okay. If it's near construction site. Because we know it's from a pit. The rope was always used for one side. This one I don't know. The fragment is from painted rock. A monument's painted black. This fragment's from a painted rock. Isn't that just saying the same thing? This fragment comes from a granite wall, painted black. Okay.
I haven't finished my analysis.
I'm just curious.
No, it is unnecessary.
Oh. I really just want to...
I need something.
Okay, it sounds like there's still more to this.
I can analyze the chemical composition of a substance here.
Okay. No, but he won't...
No. I can analyze the... No.
Okay. So it really is just this. I mean... It's only worn on one side, so I feel pretty sure about this. If this is using a well, then this would technically be a well. I don't know what Tombstone Factory. Your monuments? Is there a thing where tombstones are painted black or something? What? What am I doing to analyze this? Following 3 leads. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can find a hint. I can analyze the items recovered in the crime scene. Let's just check that. Any chemical analysis that needs to be done. Actually, I want to check that. Okay, wait, so apparently the broken
I
flask...
haven't finished my analysis.
Apparently the broken flask, there is something in this broken flask. Okay, there is. To analyze the evidence, add the liquid from the test tube. Wait, what? Okay. Let's... Blue, green, brown. Brown. Okay, it's the green one. 2 brown, 3 whites. Okay, 2 green, 1 blue. Three brown, 3 green. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Poison, and apparently very virulent.
Results of the analysis of the poison administered to the Bishop of Knightsbridge, a substance that provokes a heightened aggression, close madness, death by cardiac arrest. So that's why he bit his own arm.
Poison. Discreet, efficient, and only detectable via a thorough post-mortem.
Have you been able to isolate the active components, Holmes?
Not with any certainty. This toxic substance surpasses my own knowledge in the field. It is without doubt the work of an expert chemist.
A chemist and a criminal.
As you say, please find my monograph on poisoners of the last 30 years.
Okay. I'm going to quickly do this. A monograph, huh? Scotland Yard, aka the Rat Killer, found guilty of the following charges: poisoning, attempted poisoning, theft and receiving chemical substances, murder and attempted murder, kidnapping with aggravated circumstances, cruelty to animals, hit and run, illegal use of chemical manipulation of the weak, drunk in charge. Despite numerous mental problems and neurosis, Hans Schmilman is an exceptional chemist and an equally remarkable mathematician. At the age of 21, his unstable and violent character resulted in his expulsion from the University of Vienna, where he had excelled in his chosen subjects. After being expelled, he was not heard of again for 4 years. He was captured and arrested in June 1864 during the case, the Stuttgart poisoning, in which he was the principal suspect. He escaped before being sentenced and vanished again. A number of elements suggested that he had found refuge in London, and the investigation undertaken by Scotland Yard found him living under the stolen identity of one Leonardo Iziazia. However, the officers who came to arrest him were poisoned. He escaped once again. Our informers picked up his trail again in 1880 at the ancient factory converted into a clandestine chemical laboratory. Schmilman was absent during the search. From the documents found inside the laboratory, we learned he had a diabolical plan in mind. His goal was to poison the drinking water reservoirs in several parts of the city. To this day, his motives remain unclear. His arrest on May 5th, right? 1888 was due entirely to chance. He was recognized by a police officer while stumbling around in a state of inebriation, shouting of his intention to poison the entire city. None of the interrogations following his arrest have provided any conclusive information. Hans Schmilman broke his silence only in incoherent comments. Is that it? Okay. Was that the thing I found? There's only one person in that file. I'm gonna assume so. Because there's no reason for it to be in Dr. Watson's room. Okay. I mean...
According to these documents, Hans Schielmann, known as the Rat Killer, was considered the greatest specialist in chemical poison in the world.
Is he at liberty?
Happily, no. He has been held in the high-security wing of London's Westgate prison for many years now.
Then he cannot be the one who concocted the poison.
Don't dismiss him too quickly, Watson. According to Scotland Yard, the man is exceptionally intelligent. For the greatest criminals, prison is but a mere obstacle. Let's plan a little visit to see Mr. Schielmann tomorrow. I haven't finished my analysis.
And with that, I'm going to end the set here. So, thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys. See ya!